It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and I've realised that I've started off a lot of my reviews lately by saying I'm super excited for this beer, or I'm super excited for this McDonald's breakfast wrap, and it seemed to have crept into my vocabulary a little bit too much. But I'm aware of it, but I still want to use it one more time because I am genuinely excited to be reviewing this beer from the Czech Republic. Michael has sent me big bomber bottles, 750ml bottles from the Czech Republic, and they've been super, absolutely super. Recently we reviewed a sour beer, first ever sour beer from the Czech Republic, and it was brilliant. This beer is from the same brewery, Zichovec, and this is their 15 Magor. I got a funny story with the Magor, and if a gentleman by the name of Arthur Daly is watching this video, Wales' very own beer kind of specialist. He's a great guy, historian, beer historian. There's a lot we can talk about with Magor. If I got time, I'll talk about it because it's making me laugh just kind of like seeing it printed across the front of the label. I've done my research on this beer. The reason why I've done my research on the beer is because I've opened up a 750ml bottle from this same brewery in the past, and I was expecting something else. I had an IPA glass and it turned out to be a lager. So I have this glass, big mug of a glass, because this is 5.9% ABV, and all the indications are from Untapped is that it's a Bock. Bock in German is strong, 5.9% ABV. This is going to be like a stronger lager, so I'm looking forward to it. There's the bottle cap on this one. I want to say a massive thank you again to Michael in the Czech Republic for sending these wonderful beers. Without further ado, let's get this beer called Magor out into a glass and see what we get. Little bit of smoke on the bottle opening, beer in the glass. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh my goodness me. Sometimes when I stand here and do this, I think I've got the best job in the world. I feel like the luckiest person alive. Holding a beer like this just makes me want to pinch myself in disbelief. Look at this. Look at this for the beer. 2-finger, slightly off-white head. Good levels of slow-moving carbonation. Look at this beer. Absolutely wonderful. Beautiful carbonation. It's like a mahogany coloured beer, a dark amber in colour. There's a little bit of kind of sediment suspension rolling around in the glass. If you look closely enough, you'll be able to see it if the camera wants to focus on it. Let's have a look. Does the camera want to focus on it? Come on, camera. You can see the little bits of sediment floating around in the glass. Looks absolutely fantastic. My type of beer, this. Sound like Neil Warnock, don't I? This is my type of football club. Every football club he ever manages. Yeah, this is my type of club. These are my type of fans. Same old, when he was at Cardiff, we were like, oh yeah, what a guy, you know, he's speaking to us personally. I've noticed whenever he manages a football, these are my type of fans, this is my type of football club. It's the same old blooming speech, like, you know, it's the same old sound bites. Aroma. It smells fantastic. Biscuity, bready, a little bit nutty. Oh, rich, hoppy. Yeah, this smells fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Ah. And if it's something the Czechs know how to brew, it's great quality lager beer. This is stupendously good. Stupendously good. Stone the crows. Stone the crows. Oh. It's like the crust of brown bread. The crust of brown bread that's been slightly toasted. And it's that lovely bread that got the seeds on the top. And it's so lovely and bready and biscuity. Malt qualities coming through in the beer. This is, I'm gonna say, if you, now I've drunk all of the, I haven't drunk all of the beers from the Czech Republic, of course, but I've drank a lot of the big brand beers from the Czech Republic. I've drank a fair few Czech beers, and I think if you asked me to pick out one beer and said, if you go to Prague or if you go to the Czech Republic, you're only allowed to drink one beer ever, I think it'd be this one. I think it would be this beer. I think this beer has almost been designed for me. I love a darker lager. I love a Bock. I love the strength of the Bock. I love the fact that you've got all of these malt layers of malt quality coming through. And then you've got this fantastic finish of hops on the back end. A little bit of spiciness, a little bit of pepperiness, a little bit of bitterness to balance off that sweetness. The mouthfeel is creamy and rich and lovely. It is absolutely fantastic. A little bit of carbonation pushes the beer around the inside of the mouth, releases more of that flavour. This is brilliant, brilliant beer. So Magor, why am I having a little chuckle to myself regarding Magor? I'll be quick with this one because I want to get back to this wonderful beer. So the story goes, Isambard Brunel dug. So if you're watching the Czech Republic, let me begin with, we have this stretch of water called the River Severn, and it's probably a good half a mile to a mile long in the width, not the length, the width, going if you want to travel across it. So to get from Wales to England, it used to take, you had to go all the way down the one end of the river, come all the way down the other end of the river. It used to take literally, you put a day on your travel. I'm on about like 150 years ago. So what they decided to do, now Isambard Brunel was a fantastic engineer, civil engineer that could design railways and railway bridges and tunnels. So in Magor in South Wales, they dug through to build an underground tunnel across the River Severn, and they put a railway line through it. But halfway through, well, not even halfway, as soon as they kind of got to the Welsh bit and they were digging underneath Wales, they hit this natural underwater spring, and it literally flooded the tunnel, and they had major problems. I'm talking 150 years ago, so many people probably lost their lives. But this underground spring, it turned out it had some of the best brewing water ever in the UK. And they needed something to do with all of this water. They needed to move this water somewhere and use the water. So they built on this site in Magor, South Wales, even the correct spelling. It's spelled that way in Wales. They built this mega brewery. Mega brewery. And today, I believe it's owned by AB InBev. Huge brewery. It's where they brew most of the UK's Carling and all of the kind of, all of the probably UK brew, Budweiser. It's a massive contract brewery that you'll never get to see. It's like a secret brewery that's the size of 18 football pitches. You wouldn't know it was there. So, of course, because they brew Stella there in Carlin, of course the quality of the beer isn't great, is it? So, you're thinking to yourself, you know, you've got this great beer, and they've called it Magor, and it's like, oh, that's the name of the blooming brewery plant in South Wales where they brew Stella and Carlin and John Smith's and all that other kind of mass-produced UK beer. It's ironic then that this is fantastic. It made me chuckle. It really did. So I'm going to rate this beer then. Look at the sediment in the bottom of that glass now. Look at that. Absolutely wonderful. This is my favourite Czech beer ever so far. I've tried many Czech craft beers, Czech lagers. This, for me, if I had to choose one beer from the Czech Republic, it would be this. It's beautiful. Brilliant. I like that enough to give it a Stone the Crows 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.